All right, ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. My name is James, and this is my 1989 Nissan 240 SX. I call it Sophia. That's a good question. So back when I was like 16 years old, I was just getting into the Japanese scene. I didn't know what car I wanted, but I knew I wanted something cheaper because I couldn't afford a Skyline, I couldn't afford a Supra. So I was looking at 240s, I was looking at Miatas. And then I saw some kid at school had one of these, just obnoxious, straight piped. I loved how just absolutely obnoxious it was. I knew I had to have one. So I went and I found this car, and it needed a ton of work, but that's what I wanted because that's exactly what a project is and what 240 is in a project. Okay, well, a short list of modifications to this car. Aside from the engine and transmission, the obvious two, the 2JZ, I just recently went through the whole engine, rebuilt it, did ARP head studs. It has a Precision 6266 turbo on it. The transmission I fully rebuilt with billet aluminum parts from Drift Motion. Has the CX Racing cooling kit, so intercooler, piping, everything there. Suspension upgrades. It has the Techno Toy tuning, extended lower control arms in the front. It has ISR performance arms, all the rest of it. Obviously the vinyl I did myself for the first time. Pretty much every nut and bolt on this car has been touched, so I could go on for hours, but that's the short of it. I love just about everything of this car. I poured my heart and soul into this car, but I really want it to have heat. I absolutely hate that, especially on a day like today. It's snowing. It sucks driving this car. My favorite modification on this car would have to be the ECU. It's a ECU Master EMU Black series. I really like that just because of the whole, you have so much control over everything in the engine. You're able to see everything. That makes it really nice. My least favorite modification, I don't even know, like when you have this much into a car, there's so much you love and there's so much you hate. There's so many things that I would go back on and redo, but I don't know that I could just pick out one single thing that I wouldn't do again. I don't have any plans right now to buy any other cars, but if I do in the next few years, it's going to be a Toyota Chaser. I want to do a VIP build on it. The next modifications for this car is definitely the bodywork. I don't know how to do bodywork, but that's the point of the car. I want to learn how to do that. Unfortunately, the car did get hailed on this year, but that's something you got to live with. Yes, I would definitely do this again. When I started this car, I didn't know how to do anything on it. I knew how to do an oil change, that was about it. I was 16 years old when I started this. And throughout building this car, I have learned so much. So yes, I would absolutely, given the chance, given the funds, I would do this 100 times over.